You keep asking yourself why doubt never fully leaves you. Not loud doubt, quiet doubt that waits until the room is silent. You still believe, but something feels unsettled, like faith that cannot rest. You pray, and the words come out right, but they do not land. You read scripture, but it feels like it is aimed at someone else. And you wonder if the problem is your faith or something deeper. You tell yourself this is normal. You tell yourself everyone struggles, but the doubt stays longer than you expected. It does not shout accusations. It whispers questions while you're trying to obey. You begin to feel torn between trust and caution, between surrender and self-protection, and you cannot tell which voice is wisdom anymore. You start asking different questions now. Not, is God real? But why does obedience feel heavier than it used to? You notice how careful you have become with God, how you still serve but with a guarded heart, how you obey but you keep an exit door open. Part of you is waiting for clarity, another part of you is waiting for disappointment. You remember when faith felt simpler, not easier, but clearer. Now it feels like walking forward without confirmation. Psalm 13:1. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? That question does not rush toward resolution. It hangs in the air. It names the ache without fixing it. For a moment, you feel seen, not solved, but seen. Still, the doubt returns with a sharper edge, because what troubles you is not that God feels distant. It is that he feels quiet when you are trying to do the right thing. You expected resistance when you were disobedient. You did not expect silence when you were faithful. And that silence starts to feel personal. You begin to wonder if your doubt is actually a warning, or if it is something you are hiding behind. You examine your prayers more closely. They sound sincere, but they also sound careful. You ask God to guide you, but you avoid asking him to disrupt you. You ask for peace, but not for exposure. And a doubt lingers in that gap. James 1:6. But let him ask in faith, with no doubting. The verse presses on you, not harshly, honestly, because your doubt is not about God's power. It's about his permission. You are afraid of being led somewhere you cannot control. So doubt becomes a shield, not a question. For a while, this realization feels relieving. It gives shape to the tension. It explains the restlessness, but it also raises a deeper question. If doubt is protecting you, what are you protecting yourself from? You think of prayers you have delayed, decisions you have postponed in God's name, obedience you have labeled waiting. You tell yourself you're being wise, but wisdom should not feel like fear with a Bible verse. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. The words slow you down. They do not accuse you, they remove the excuse. You realize something uncomfortable. Your doubt has been loudest where trust would cost you the most, where obedience would expose your motives, where surrender would remove your backup plan. That realization does not bring peace, it brings weight, because now the doubt is no longer abstract. It has a shape, it has a price. You see how easily doubt can disguise itself as humility, as caution, as discernment, but beneath it is a reluctance to be fully led. You do not doubt because God is unfaithful. You doubt because faith would require a deeper letting go than you have allowed. Mark 9:24. I believe, help my unbelief. That prayer does not resolve the tension. It admits it. It places a struggle in God's presence without cleaning it up. And something shifts. Not the circumstances, not the silence, but your posture. You stop demanding certainty before obedience. You stop waiting for clarity to feel safe. You begin to see that doubt was never the enemy. Control was. The hidden tension behind your constant doubt is not unanswered questions. It's the quiet resistance to being led without guarantees. Faith does not eliminate doubt by force. It outgrows it through obedience. Not dramatic obedience, not reckless obedience, but the kind that moves forward while the questions remain. The kind that trusts God's character more than your clarity. You may not feel resolved when this ends, but you are no longer confused about what is being asked of you. You don't need louder faith. You need quieter surrender. And the next step is not to silence your doubt. It is to obey God without using doubt as a delay. That's where clarity finally begins.